Alright, welcome to Hawk Talk. We got a senior highlighted event today. We can bring in all the seniors and a couple of the winter sports so we can get a recap of their preseason. We can get a recap of the seniors' 4 years here. It's going to be a great show, and let's get started.
And the game today is I put together another playlist of songs, but they're theme songs of TV shows and movies. And it's up to you guys to guess them. So here's the first one.
Here we go. I'm not good at this. Not either.
Not really.
Oh man. I don't know this one.
Don't know this one? Alright, kids like it a lot.
Someone didn't watch cartoons.
It's cartoon. There you go, yeah, Pokemon. Japanese. Pokemon. Yeah, there you go, Pokemon. Nice.
I had to hear the word.
Only took 30 seconds.
Yeah, card game.
From Japan.
Pokemon.
Pokemon?
Oh!
Yeah! Pokemon. Okay.
Oh my gosh. It's not Tangled.
But it's close. It's a bit more recent.
Oh my gosh.
Snow glows white on the mountain tonight.
Olivia, come on, you have to get this one.
It's not Tangled.
So it's with an F. So
Frozen!
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
23 seconds.
So bad.
You got it.
Is that a TV show?
Office.
There you go. Nice. It was a TV show. It was on like
NBC.
NBC. It had Steve Carell. Paper Company.
I don't know this one.
Oh, The Office?
Office.
I don't really watch The Office. I know the show, but I don't
You
really
can go home
watch
and
it.
watch that. Alright.
You got it?
Yeah. No.
Close.
Oh.
Close.
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Nice. Good job.
This should be our walkout song.
Any guesses? Any ideas?
Oh, is it like a space show? Is it like stars?
Yeah. Close.
It's a hit show.
They just released a new season on Netflix.
Everyone's talking about it. Everyone loves
Oh, Stranger Things.
There you go. Nice.
Alright.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Oh, SpongeBob. Nice.
Yes.
All right, good. I was nervous.
We didn't get that one.
Yeah, we got it.
That was in the
All
problem.
shows canceled.
Friends?
One of the best theme songs outside.
You guys are on fire.
Full House.
Awesome. Nice. You did really well.
Oh, I probably know.
Nice. Awesome.
Okay.
You gotta get some more. This is a gimme. Oh, Fresh Prince. There you go. It took me like a second.
Now this is a
story.
Oh, awesome. Nice. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Gotta keep on slacking.
Oh, now I know what it is.
Rick and Morty.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, hold on.
Just a reminder. Yeah, but what was her alter ego? It was...
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, Hannah Montana. Awesome. Great.
Is it that 70s show?
No, but you're close. You're close. You're warm. It was big in the 90s.
Oh my god.
It's always on reruns.
Always on reruns.
I don't watch reruns.
You had to have heard of it though, right? It starts with an S. It's about a comedian. He's Jewish. Lives in New York. It took place in the 90s. Main character Jerry lives in New York.
Oh, Seinfeld.
There you go. Nice.
Seinfeld.
I've never watched that before.
Alright. That was
Alright.
good excuse.
Law and Order.
Yeah, awesome. Alright.
It's one of my favorite things.
Oh my gosh. Fairly Odd Parents.
There you go. Nice. There we go.
For that one,
That's one of my
you're
favorites.
Cosmo.
I say it involves. This is gonna give it away. It involves first responders.
Oh, is it like Chicago Fire?
Close, but it's like more reality based.
Alright, it's not
Can you take this one?
Oh, it's Cops.
Yeah, there you go. Cops.
I have no idea. I don't
No
want
idea,
to
really. Oh, it's cops. Hi, welcome to today's episode of Hawk Talk. Today we are joined by Megan of the field hockey team and Bridget of the volleyball team.
Welcome.
So they're both seniors, so for today we're going to ask them a bunch of memories or questions based on their experience being a part of their respective sports teams. So Bridget and Megan, the first question would be, what is the best saying or quote from your guys' coach?
Well, before every single game, our coach kind of instills in us to have fire feet, and she loves the song "Fireball" by Pitbull, so we
Okay.
always
That's a good
listen
song.
to that and do little fire feet. So that's one of the biggest things that she says.
I don't really know if this is like a favorite, but it's the most common one where we'll be like playing or whatever, and coach will just like call us over and go, "Okay, figure it out," and we have to and we're just like, "Okay," and then we'll go and sometimes change things, sometimes not. So yeah, I'd say that's might not be our favorite to hear, but definitely the most common saying. Yeah.
Alright, what's the toughest workout you've had in your entire career? Any that just really made you cry?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Last year in our spring season, we had one practice that was just straight conditioning. It was awful. We did stairs, shuffles under the net, and being 6 feet, that's really freaking hard.
Yeah.
You get to do it a lot. We just did a lot of running, and I'm not a great runner, so by the end of it, I was like, okay, I want to die.
What about you, Megan?
Well, we have a lot of hard workouts, but the hardest was probably for us a swim workout because none of us are really swimmers. And so we all thought we were going to drown halfway through. We did it with men's soccer, and we were like, oh gosh, because there were so many waves, and it was just really, really hard.
I know this is kind of a tough question, but if you were to choose maybe 2 or 3 favorite teammates from your whole career at SMCM, who would you choose?
The whole career.
Man,
Whole career.
that's a lot. I have to say my roommate, Alyssa, she's our goalie, so I feel like it would not be fun to go home if I didn't say her. And then probably Kelly Schumann. She was our senior goalie my freshman year, and she was just literally the life of the team, so much fun, the sweetest person. Want to be like her when I grow up, so she's one of my favorites.
Awesome.
I'd probably say probably our assistant coach now, Autumn Fisher, she, like, when I came in as a freshman, we didn't really have a coach set for the summer, and so she kind of like reached out to me and was like, hi, like, I'm Autumn, I'm on the volleyball team, I need your sizes, and she was just kind of like a mom throughout the whole time, and like, she still kind of is a mom, even though she's our assistant coach now, and I would probably say, like you, my roommate, Maria, she like, is just so strange, and like, she'll just come into practice and just start, I don't even know, and we're just like, okay, I'm not surprised at all that you're doing this, so I feel like she livens things up.
Good choices, good choices.
All right, what is your favorite moment in your career?
That's hard too.
I know. So I was out for a year and a half for concussion, so like I think my favorite moment was like being like coming back and like playing better than I thought I would, like after sitting for a year and a half and then like jumping right into a game, like that was probably like my favorite moment.
Oh, it's gotta be great.
Yeah.
I would say, so last year we had a long stint of not exactly winning many games, and when we traveled to Nashville, we had an overtime game and broke the streak, so that was a lot of fun. That was probably one of my favorite moments, because it was definitely lightened our spirits a lot.
All right, and our last question for you guys is, what is the one thing you'll miss most about being part of your teams? Tough one.
Stumped.
Yeah. Well, there's like a lot of things that like happen in season, I guess, but like we all still hang out during the off season, so we don't really, at least like I don't know how to know field hockey, but like we're not gonna lose like the friendship bond that we all have. It's, I guess it'd be more like I don't know, being able to like go to practice and do all that stuff.
The camaraderie.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, everyone complains about having to go to a hard practice, but I really think that I'll miss that years from now, because I'll be like, oh man, remember that one time that we ran all those sprints and it really sucked, but I kind of wish I could do it again.
In between the pain, there's a lot of like funny moments.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you just don't get just like just hanging out normally.
Yep.
Thank you guys for coming on today.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have senior women's basketball player Olivia Noland. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, so we have a couple questions about your preseason. How's it looking so far?
I think it's looking good. We have a new coach, so I'm really excited about that. I think she's incorporating a lot of things that we needed to have incorporated, and she's pushing us to like our potential.
That's awesome. It's always good to hear.
Great. How are the new players and the freshmen fitting in with the team?
I think they're fitting in perfectly. I think this might be our like first year with like really good freshmen, talent-wise and maturity-wise.
Awesome, great.
Are there any key players to watch for?
Indeed. I think the freshmen definitely. We have a really good post player who's like 6. I think she's 6 feet, 6'1", something like that. She should dominate down there. We have a soccer player who's coming right out of soccer, so she's going to be running up and down. And our point guard Kai, who I think she should be a really good asset. Also our seniors, Carrie definitely, and Kobe is a junior, and Katie I think is a big.
Awesome,
Yeah.
great. Are there any teams that you circle on the calendar for?
Mary Washington, that's our biggest opponent. We aren't really fans of them, but yeah, we definitely want to conquer them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what are you guys looking forward to most in your home opener against Gallaudet?
Well, I just think it's the experience, because Gallaudet's like a really awesome school, and it'll be an experience having deaf opponents. So yeah, I think the experience is everything, and just to see how we can work as a team.
Awesome, great. And we can't wait for it. November 15th, be there. Olivia, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we are now joined by Ben and Becca for swimming. Guys, how are you today?
Doing well. Yeah.
Good. So this weekend, you guys practically mirrored each other in every result that you had. You had a win against Randolph-Macon, and unfortunately, you guys had losses to York and Ursinus.
Ursinus.
Ursinus. Sorry for the students at Ursinus. So first off, we'll start with the win. Give us a rundown.
Okay, so the men, we knew it would be really close, and we only have 11 guys on this year's team, so we really, every point counts, and we were down heading into the last two events, but we managed to win both of them and pull off the win.
Great.
So it was really exciting.
Nice.
So yeah.
What about the women's team?
Yeah, the women were pretty close the whole time. We were about 9 ahead throughout the whole meet, and it kind of came down to the last relay, and we pulled through and won.
Awesome, sweet.
All right, were there any things that like really clicked as that weren't like normal or anything? Anything that really helped make this win happen?
Well, our coach kind of pushed us, and he knew it would be really close, and he really wanted to get the first win of the season. So I feel like, and for me as a guys captain, it was like everybody was working really hard, and we all just came together and just swam, did what we had to do to win. So that was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think everybody was just really motivated because it was so close, and we have a small team, so sometimes it's hard to have such a close meet.
Right.
So it was motivating.
Awesome, great. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to move on to the losses. So, I don't want to sound mean, but I guess what went wrong or what didn't work?
Well, as you've been saying, we have a small team, and I think both the teams we swam against had double our size, and they were just really, really fast, and it was just, we knew it was going to be tough heading in, so we just had to stay positive. That was the biggest thing for us.
We also had a meet the night before.
Right, yeah.
So that was really tiring, and going into another meet to swim 200s against a really fast team was just a lot.
Were there any positives you can take away from the matches, the meets, I should say?
I think everybody just worked really hard, pushed themselves, even the second day, it was hard.
Definitely, we had really good swims both days. Even in the losses, we still swam pretty well.
Awesome. Great. And what are some things to watch or look forward to in your next meeting against Frostburg?
So Frostburg is, we just really want to beat them.
Yeah.
So hopefully we come. Yeah, exactly. And they've been improving every year, so we just want to stay out ahead of them and make sure to send them home.
Yeah.
Crying.
We'll leave it there, guys.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you.
All right, we're now joined by Vontae, the men's basketball team. Vontae, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
So, practice has started for you guys for the past couple of weeks. How's the team looking so far?
We're looking real good. I think we can actually go all the way. So if we stay focused and keep working in practice, I think we can go to the tournament for we could win the CAC. So it's just a matter of staying focused as a team and staying on board, and we should be straight.
Awesome.
So how's preseason look so far? What was your toughest workout going?
Preseason has been looking good. Workouts have been so tough, but our 5 a.m. workouts they be tiring. we had one where we had a 5 a.m. run on the track, so that was probably the toughest. But when we got started and stuff, got used to it, I think it actually turned out pretty good, and everybody was loving the workouts.
Awesome, sweet. And you guys just had a scrimmage against Washington College over the weekend, right? Give us a rundown of that scrimmage.
It was good. We seen what we need to work on and stuff like that, and he had a lot of different lineups in, so it was actually good for us to get a feel of playing against other people and stuff like that. I mean, we started off slow. We ended up winning the scrimmage with our first half and stuff like that. And so we see that we got a lot of pieces on the team that can actually contribute to us winning the whole thing this year.
Awesome. Great.
Who are some key players we should watch for this season?
Key players, I think it should be our bigs, like our freshman Keys, our freshman Kev. I think with those bigs down there, I think that's changed the team a lot. Because we really got returners for real, but those freshmen coming in as bigs, that's going to help us a lot. And we also got a 6'7" transfer from Navy, Spencer, and stuff like that. He's good. And we got Q coming back too in the second half. So I think it's going to be, we got a lot of people to look out for this year that they didn't see last year.
Awesome, great. And what are some things you're going to look forward to in your home opener against Gallaudet?
I just want us to come out there and play with energy for real. Our first home game, I just want us to play as a team, run our offense, go hard, and just get the crowd to show for real. I mean, it's going to be good to finally be back on the floor and finally get started. So that game is going to really set the tempo for us going further during the season.
Is there anything specific that you guys are really going to work on in that game?
Probably just running our offense for real, trying to basically just make sure we're sharp, feeding our posts and getting them involved and just also locked in on defense. If we see that we locked in on defense, that's going to lead to our offense, and so we'll be straight after that.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on today. You're great.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're joined by the men's soccer team, and if you haven't noticed, Peter is also part of the men's soccer team, and he's a senior,
Switching sides today.
so we'll be switching sides. So, gentlemen, my first question for you guys is what is like the best saying or best quote from Coach?
All right, he definitely, instead of saying like you got to go out and practice your skills, he's always saying you got to work on your craft, lads. And lads is definitely his favorite word to use. Come on, lads.
Yeah, pretty much in practice as well. If he sees we're being a bit lazy, he always will throw it. It's a sprint.
It's a sprint.
Yeah.
He throws in, it's got to go in the games when we got to kick the ball. His accent is just funny.
And he pronounces yogurt all the time. Now it's pretty funny.
Awesome. All right, and what is the toughest workout you guys have had in your entire career?
We had an assistant trainer come in. His name was Joe. And each of these workouts with Joe, he had us do like 300 to 400 sets of some things, and it was just like the worst workouts I've ever had in my life. I don't know about you guys, but
Probably Joe, but second place will be the Man U, I'll say.
Yeah, pretty much all of preseason, the 2 days are pretty hard. It's easier after that though.
Yeah, for sure. Nice. If you guys had to pick one moment in your career to define sort of, I guess, your whole entire career at St. Mary's, which moment would you choose?
Probably be, for me at least, when we were sophomores.
Yeah, me too. CAC
Beating
finals.
York,
yeah.
so
Make
getting
it
to the CAC finals, winning in overtime.
Yeah, that was mine too.
We had a couple hard games, and we were losing, but we ended up winning out to get us into the playoffs. And then from there, we just went on a run, won 2 games in a row, and got us into the finals. Had a tough result there, but just the experience of making it to the finals was amazing.
Nice. And to flip that question, what was the worst moment of your guys' entire career?
I'll say this year, especially we lost in the semifinals against a team that we're much better than, and we did not lose. The ref kind of gave him a call, so I'm not sad, I'm more mad of the result because it was not up to us. So I'll say this year.
I mean, yeah, looking from an outside perspective at our season, this year, you could say that we had a good season making it to the semifinals, but yeah, definitely there was a bit of disappointment in the team for not going as far as we would have wanted to.
I think all my rides to Southern Virginia and CNU were the worst because they were just like 5-hour bus rides.
Yeah.
Seemed like they never end.
Yeah. All right, and my last question for you guys is, what is the best piece of advice you guys have received?
Before every game, Coach likes to say, just go out there and have fun. And I think that's definitely the biggest piece of advice because that's what the sport is all about, and that's why we play in college, just to have fun.
I like it.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of the time it can get pretty tense playing for 2 or 3 months of the year.
Right.
But yeah, just having a little reminder to go and enjoy yourself, enjoy the sport that you're playing.
I think Coach would always say, like, improve yourself, like, look at yourself in the mirror and say what you've done today to make yourself a better soccer player, and it goes by in 4 years, so make the most out of it, and if you want to win a championship, you got to work hard. So we got close, but it happens.
All right.
Another big one was never having any regrets, and I think that was key. I don't think I have any regrets playing, and I enjoyed my time here. So.
Good, great. All right, thank you guys for coming on today.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot for having us.
Peter. And that concludes today's episode of Hawk Talk, and we'll see you next week.